Hello, everybody. How are we doing? Welcome back to Lowe's PC, and welcome back to our French campaign of Rule the Waves 3. Tensions are high with Germany, as per usual. Everything else, pretty chill. Last time, we designed some new ships. We have been designing plenty of new ships, actually. We designed the Algerie, which is kind of like a mix between a heavy cruiser and a light cruiser. And yeah, we have our new battleships that are on the way, our proto dreadnoughts. Tech is going relatively well. We're kind of focusing on turrets and gun mountings as well as hull construction. I want to build dreadnoughts before ideally before the Brits, but that is going to be hard. We have a quick look at the almanac. Britain is miles ahead in both naval budget and fleet tonnage. And according to this, we are behind in technical development, which is a little bit worrying. But in terms of our fleet, our big opponent, which is Germany, is kind of small compared to us in their fleet. They are building slightly more cruisers, but we will hopefully soon change that. Austria-Hungary also has a pretty big fleet, but their battleships are tiny compared to ours. They have 8 battleships, and their tonnage is, less than half of what our tonnage is, so not particularly good. So let us jump forward a new month into December 1892. The Prime Minister has made a foreign policy gaffe. You are asked to smooth things over by the Naval Secretary. Now, we could never presume to undercut the authority of the Prime Minister. We could agree to make a bland statement, to lose some prestige, or divert attention by making a statement criticizing the adventurous policies of Spain. España. Telescopic sights, gradual national accuracy improvement. And our scientists are happy to report that they are close to mastering improved AP shot design. Germany is building an 8-inch coastal battery in Northern Europe and laid down a battleship of the Wittelbach's class. Other than that, so far, all good. The latest design for the heavy cruiser Algerie is ready for construction. So let's build one. Let's build, 3 is kind of... let's build 2 for the time being. And we were going to go for Algerie for the first one. And what is it going to change the second one? Jean d'Arc. No, we don't want to do that. Let us call this one, and this is where I need to make sure my French is good. Indochine, or Indochina. Yeah, so I need to keep an eye on my French for this. Now, the only other problem is it's very expensive. Normal construction pace. We're gonna pee off the finance ministry, but you know what? I don't care. Montcalm is commissioned into the Navy. There is escalating concern about tensions. What do I recommend? I think we should spend more. Oh, we could actually negotiate an agreement. Let's negotiate an agreement with Great Britain. Oh my god, we actually got it. Amazing. Okay. Unexpected advances in explosive shells. So melanite, so increase in shell damage. Okay. This is going to be interesting. Some more ships coming out everywhere, in particular from the USA, a new heavy cruiser and a new battleship. Our tensions with Germany is extremely high, but I don't care because we have a treaty with Britain, so that's going to make it very easy on us. Now, let us put most of our fleet into reserve. There's kind of no reason for these guys to, let's put it all in reserve. Some are not in the home areas, that's fine. Because there's no reason for these not to be in reserve if we're not at war. And that does kind of allow us to, use our budget as we are supposed to, and we can build more ships this way. Captain de Frégate Marquis of the light cruiser Surkoff, who is an average commander, has left his wife and moved in with an actress of somewhat tarnished reputation. The scandal is the talk of the capital and all over the gossip columns. This is very French. Very French. Très français. Now, we could not tolerate have him cashiered, or, things happen. I mean, to be honest, it's France. It's en français. It's not a problem. Now, what we can do with this is we have our, where are they? Not the Algérie class, which was the new one we designed, the Lyon class. Let us build a couple of these, a little bit expensive, and rename ship to Bordeaux. Is that right? No. That's not how you spell Bordeaux. I'm having a bit of a moment. This is... Ah, there's an A, that's why. I knew I was missing something. Bordeaux. Lyon and Bordeaux as our new light cruisers. But we are going to pause the Bordeaux. And we might as well pause some of these as well. These corvettes. Germany has laid down another Wittelsbach class. Austria has laid down a cruiser. Britain has laid down a light cruiser. Italy's building 8-inch coastal guns. There's a lot of ships being set down. Now, the new Russian battleships, the Imperator Alexander I, only has a top speed of 18 knots. So slower than our battleships. Tension with Germany is reduced due to the recent war, and also reduced because they don't want to provoke us. They are afraid. They are afraid. A performance of an opera overtures by the ship's band of the light cruiser Lalonade has impressed a group of visiting dignitaries on a tour of your fleet base. Your prestige improves. Amazing. Ship design, improved design calculations allow us for an extra 1% saving on hull designs, which is pretty good. Still loads of ships being laid down. It seems like the Italians are kind of going on a bit of a mad spree. So are the Germans. They're still laying down battleships, which I need to keep a little bit of an eye on, really, because I don't want anything to happen. Improved AP shot design, gradual armor-piercing penetration improvement. Again, very, very good. Austria-Hungary has increased its naval spending, and so has Italy. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. When we see things like that, I always find it very kind of intriguing to see neighbours increasing their funding, as I think it just kind of increases that tension a little bit more. So, Russian light cruiser, the Gridean, 5,000 tons, 22 knots. So I think it's a little faster than ours. 10 5-inch guns, 6 2-inch guns, 2-inch on the midships, 1.5-inch deck, 2-inch turrets, 3-inch conning tower. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. The Brits have invented improved watertight integrity. So let us go to, where is it? We haven't actually got one yet. Let's build ship. The Lyon class. It's 21, so it's slightly faster. It's slightly less armed than us and less armored as well. So yeah, our Lyon class, I'm fairly happy with. To be fair, I think it's an interesting boat. A little corvette has appeared there. A regional war seems imminent in the Balkans. Tell me something that isn't new. One of our major arms manufacturers wants to step up exports to likely belligerents. What is your reactions? Why not? It gives us, yes, sure, it increases tension, but it gives us a little bit more budget. Our scientists report that they are working on the problems of better hull strength calculations, but success has so far eluded them. Well, they need to get on. And they've also had some trouble grasping the principle of improved turret construction. But this just isn't good enough. It's just not good enough, all right? Scientists need more. Germans are building a 10-inch coastal gun battery, and they've laid down a cruiser of the Rune class. Spain is building a battleship in a German shipyard as well, which is intriguing. But there you've just seen our monthly balance jump up. So what I'm going to do is resume construction of the Bordeaux. So yeah, that should be fun. The Iena is almost complete as well. New docks also finished. Improved cementing, which is not going very well either. Government of Italy and the USA are increasing their spending. I would like our spending to keep increasing, please. Let us build another set of docks. I just want to keep upping the size of docks because it's always, exceptionally useful. Unexplained delays have affected the building of the light cruiser Bordeaux. Well, that's not good. Tension with Germany increases due to historical enmity. Tension with Japan reduces due to random tension changes. And Germany has increased their naval budget. Ooh, it's getting tight. The tension with Germany is high, which is good. Now then, an eccentric scientist of doubtful repute offers to sell us his latest invention in torpedo technology. No one never knows. Sorry, let me try that again. I can even say, how gullible does he think we are? Send a charlatan away. Or I can do it in my terrible, terrible French accent. How gullible does he think we are? Send a charlatan away. Or one never knows. It might revolutionize naval warfare. Buy it and evaluate it. And that is what we're going to do. We're going to take the risk. We got a load of money, so we might as well take a risk. Now, our top spy has managed to get hold of the blueprints of the British ship HMS Redoubtable, currently under construction. So let's have a look compared to the new Iena classes. So, 4 10-inch guns, 14 8-inch guns. That is a lot. That is a lot of 8-inch guns. Holy hell, Britain. 18 2-inch guns, 2 torpedo tubes, 5-inch belt armor, 2-inch deck armor, 4.5-inch turret armor, 3-inch battery armor, and 6.5-inch conning tower. Moves at 17 knots. We also managed to capture the blueprints of the Princesa de Asturias from Spain. 2 8-inch guns, 8 6-inch guns, 20 knots, 7,000 tons. Yeah, it seems fine. Not too worried. Now, the British ship has a lot, which is good because they're our allies. Now, we do have bigger guns. We have 4 13-inch guns. Okay, so this is our proto-dreadnought, as we call it, the Iena class. Slightly faster. We've got, less guns than they have. They had, what was it, 10 8-inch guns. We have 4 7-inch guns in the dual turrets at the front of the ship. But we do also have 12 4-inch guns compared to their something like 18 2-inch guns. So that'll be interesting. Much more belt armor, much more deck armor, much more turret armor. And we even got armor on our secondary turrets, as well as a really heavily armored conning tower. So, you know what? I quite like the Iena class. I think she is a, intriguing ship. Now, I'm wondering, do we have pictures on these? Oh, that's not what I want. I want to go into here. Generate picture. We don't have pictures. We should. Although for some reason my picture set in game only has 2. It seems to be missing some sets, which is a little bit annoying. Now, what I love about this game is great fun. Graphically, as we've mentioned before, it's not super significant. It's not super fantastic. It does have it'd be a ram, isn't it? Yeah, French ships with their rams. Raised forecastle. We want our turrets. They are intriguing, this little kind of graphical design, because it's not the prettiest thing in the world, but I do kind of like it. I think it's really fun. Because you can just kind of click and drag and add things. So like that, and let us put a set of masts on there. And we do have, a lot to put in the rear as well. So let's see if we can get a rear superstructure like that. And can we just get something like in the middle? So just stuff for... Not really. We can get decks, I suppose. Put in the middle. Like this. We just got to kind of make sure that it fits. I mean, that doesn't look particularly fantastic, to be honest. Let's try again. That's a little bit better. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Let's stick a boat at the back. Oh, we also need a mast down here. A mast at the back there. There we go. So it needs some larger guns at the front, I think. Seems to have ignored that. It's got some there, but for some reason now we have to put these little ones in. That's again not quite on it. That'll do. But yeah, you can create your little pictures, which I think is great fun. I think it's genuinely really fun. We're not going to do this for everything. I'll do this off screen at some point. Let me see. Generate. Nice. Lead front, of course. Counter stern. Oh wait, no, ram front. Counter stern. There we go. We'll just do it for this one cruiser, and then we will stop. We'll stop ourselves. We get too excited. Okay. Mast on the top. Boop. Mast for the rear. We also need a superstructure for the rear as well. I don't know if you can rotate these superstructures. Something that I'm not 100% sure if you can, which is a bit awkward. Now that blocks things behind it, so we don't necessarily want that. Yeah, that'll do. Let's put a mast in at the rear. So yeah, I mean it's a bit of fun, bit of extra there. So let's do one more turn. Let's go to 1894. We cannot seem to do destroyers, which is annoying. We have more ships in the South American West Coast than our bases can support. Okay, so we shouldn't have anything in the South American West Coast. Why? Why do we have a ship here? Move to Southeast Asia. Weird. I don't know why we get that. A colonial crisis with Germany has arisen. You are asked for recommendations. What is your advice? We must safeguard. Bring us the war with Germany yet again. There we go. Another war with Germany on the way. So it is new December 1893. We are about to have the third Franco-Prussian War. This time with more support, probably from the Brits. The Diana class is also almost ready. So she'll be coming out and doing some fun things. So that is going to be pretty cool. We will dive into that war next time. But until then, have a very, very good day, everybody, and a fantastic time. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye.